babes, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So, a few videos ago, I talked about making homes or houses or whatever from TV shows, and I also said movies, but I scrapped that movie idea because they're movies and you don't get to see enough of the house and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's just move on from that. In The Sims 4. And I don't remember if I said this or not, but I know that it was definitely my plan back then that I was going to start with like the house, sub shop, and lair whatever thing from Wizards of Waverly Place. But I actually decided, nah, I'll do that at a later time, and I'm actually starting with the house from Good Luck Charlie. So if y'all have never seen Good Luck Charlie, it was a Disney Channel show that ran from 2010 to 2014. It had 4 seasons. I used to watch the show. I loved that show. So before I tell you what the show's about, I want to tell you what Google says the show is about. So if you Google Good Luck Charlie, here's the synopsis that they give you. Teens, PJ and Teddy and twin brother Gabe are typical kids. That is, until their mother has another baby. The arrival of their new sister completely upends the entire household. When their mother heads back to work after Charlie's birth, it is up to the kids and their dad to keep home fires burning, and to keep Charlie out of trouble as she learns to sit up, crawl, walk, and run. Teddy, as the older sister, makes a personalized video diary for Charlie, in each episode adding a nugget of wisdom for her baby. Nugget, nougat, it doesn't matter. You know what? So that's what Google thinks the show's about. Now, I have something completely different that the show is about. So, I'm just going to like pretty much base it off of this. So the beginning part, the teens, PJ and Teddy and their twin brother Gabe, like, yeah, that's sure, they might be typical kids. Like, that's not really how it's framed, but you know what? Yeah, they're normal, and then their mom has a child, and then, like, she goes back to work, yeah. But, like, it doesn't take place right after Charlie's born. Charlie's, I think, like, supposed to be, like, 9 months when the show starts? In the first episode, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So it's not like their mom's always gone. Like, the mom's also mostly there. So it's just really weird the way that they frame it, and it's like usually like it's just all of them getting into like some sort of like trouble, and it's not just Charlie. In fact, for most of the first episodes, Charlie isn't doing much except for just like being a baby, and they're like losing her blanket, losing Charlie, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the show. And then later on in the 4th season, spoiler alert, if that matters to you, they get another brother, and yeah, that's basically it. So now we'll talk about the house. First things first, the roofing was terrible. I had struggled so much with that roof, but you know what? It is what it is at this point, so let's just move on from that. I think it turned out pretty okay in the end, but it didn't look like the actual house. Speaking of the house, if you didn't know this, the houses on Disney Channel that they show for like transition shots, like they don't film inside those houses. There are some TV shows where they do film inside actual like houses, but this was not one of them. Disney Channel is not one of those. None of the shows on Disney Channel back then, like when I used to watch Disney Channel, were actually filmed like in a real apartment or house or whatever. They were all sets. So the exterior is a real house. That is like the transition shot exterior is an actual house. But then like the inside, those are sets. So it doesn't actually match up to the way the house looks. So if you make the exterior, you cannot make the interior like 100% accurate. So yeah, but I did the best I could. I think it looks pretty okay considering, but you know what? It is what it is. So, yeah. Also, more about this TV show series type thing. So, TV show houses. So, I have a few planned, and I'm going to tell you pretty much my plans This is in no particular order. So when I say them, I say them. That's not what I'm planning on doing them. So as of now, I have the idea of doing like Wizards Waverly Place, like I said, the sub shop and lair included in that. So the friend's apartment, Monica's apartment, not the other two. I know who they are. Shush it. A show that I watch, Being Human, just because it's one of my favorite shows, so I really want to do it. The House from the Thundermans, the interior only of the Hannah Montana house, because I've already done the exterior, so I'm just going to furnish it for y'all. Had one more. Don't remember what it is. I have a few more planned, but I had one more that I wanted to tell you. Don't remember it. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for houses, apartments, whatever, places that people live in a TV show that's seen enough and has enough of it shown for me to be able to do it. So for me to be able to do it, I say that at least 85% of the house, not including bathrooms. Bathrooms do not have to have been shown. I can make my own bathroom. But so about 85% of the house, not including bathrooms, which is like maybe 1 or 2 rooms not shown. And closets are also fine not being shown. Like, it doesn't have to show hallways, but like the actual rooms for me to do it. So like in this build, pretty much the only room we don't see is the parents' room, from what I know. I watched a bunch of the show to find the actual like rooms. So for Charlie's room and for Gabe and PJ's room, I watched the actual show to find them. And then for some snippets of Teddy's room too. Other than that, I could pretty much look pictures up and just use those. Also, speaking of the inside of the house, I did use custom content in this because I wanted to make it really accurate, but I didn't only use custom content. So I think the only big things that I used custom content for were the 2 couches. So the couch upstairs in the living room, the couch in the basement. And then I used custom content, I used a custom content dresser in Teddy's room, and then besides that, it's all just like pictures and pillows and like clutter. So it's easy. So the couches can be easily replaced, and then the rest of it, like, put your own pictures up if you really wanna. But so yeah, so there is custom content, but like, and it will say modded on it, but like, it's not needed. Also, something that I've never mentioned. So all of my builds are on the gallery. If you search up Kitty Gerbil, that's my ID. On the Sims 4 gallery. So all of my houses, and just in general on the gallery, if you're getting something off the gallery, I always recommend having bb.moveObjects on. So if you press Ctrl-Shift-C and then type in testing cheats on, and then press enter, and then type in bb.moveObjects or bb.moveObjects on, and then place it down, then nothing will be out of place, nothing will be deleted, and it will place down perfectly. So yeah, so for this build, and then for just any builds, I just recommend, even if it's not my stuff, just always have bb.moveObjects on, just in case. So yeah, back to the house. Luckily for me, a lot of this house was shown. The only room that I could not find was the parents' room, like I said. But it was also very hard to find PJ and Gabe's room. I had to look very, very hard. And in fact, towards the end, I just started doing all of the bathrooms because I was just waiting for like enough scenes from the show for me to actually collectively do it. So I was actively watching the show and like pausing at places. And I was just waiting for them to finally show it. Because like, I wasn't going to skip because I was currently building. So like, I didn't have time to skip through. So yeah, so that's why I just like am starting to do the room later on. This is totally later on. I know you're not seeing this and you're probably not going to remember it. But like I've said before, I do not actually see what's happening on your screen when I am recording the audio because it does not work on my computer. I tried it for this video and I was somehow 3.5 minutes ahead in the recording than I was in the video. And I don't know how that happened because my video wasn't lagging at all. So you know what? I just gave up on that. So now we're back to this format. I'm still trying to figure that out. And when I do, it will be the best day. Things will actually make sense in my video. But until then, we're all gonna deal. Woo! Yay. So, now I want to talk about pretty much So I have two videos planned for the next 2 Saturdays. I don't know which order they're going to come out. So either next Saturday I'm going to do a Get Famous house, which I'm going to do a mansion for, and then I might also do a little house if y'all want me to. And then I'm going to do Wizards Waverly Place house. So yeah. Also, if y'all leave suggestions for any type of house, it doesn't have to be a one pack or a TV show house, just any house. If you want me to build you a house for like your gameplay or something, I will. I got you. If you don't want me to make it a speed build either, I won't. Like, I can just make y'all stuff, so just leave it in the comments. I got you. I'm dying. I still have like 8 minutes. My throat really hurts. Also, what was I gonna say? I had something else. Now I don't remember what it was. So, yeah, that's fun. Always a great time here. So, when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Disney Channel, and I watch it, and a lot of like Disney XD and Nickelodeon too. But like, we don't really care about that right now because this is a Disney Channel house, so we'll only talk about Disney. And I loved Good Luck Charlie when I was little. It was definitely one of my favorites. I think like back when it was still on, I think probably my top three like Disney Channel shows. So like shows that were only aired on Disney that like I know were only aired on Disney like where I am were like Wizards of Waverly Place, Good Luck Charlie, and then Shake It Up. Where and like in that order, Wizard of Waverly Place will always be number one because I've always been such a like person into supernatural fantasy type stuff. So like that was my show. And then like Good Luck Charlie, it was just so great and I loved all the characters. And it was hilarious and the babies were cute. It was lit. And then Shake It Up, it had really cool dancing in it and I really liked the lights and the music and it was just really nice. A lot of the characters were annoying though. And they took out one of my favorite characters early on. What's her face? Is it Gunter? Is that his name? Yeah, there were like twins and they were like supposed to be like the rivals, but then they took out the good twin and just left the stupid twin. And I was like, this is stupid. So yeah, I'm still angry about it like 40 years later, but it's fine. Not really 40 years. I'm not that old. I'm very young. It's fine. I'm dying. Also, I had something else. Oh, the bathroom, like the parents' bathroom, the master bath. I love that bathroom. And I think it's my favorite room that I've ever made in The Sims 4, ever. Not just bathroom, room. I love it so much. Like, I'd live in that bathroom and just that bathroom if I could. Um, yeah. Also, so if any of y'all watched Good Luck Charlie, let me know what your favorite episode is. I think my favorite episode, I used to have a different favorite episode, but I think looking back now, probably my favorite episode would be the one with the Muppets where they're singing about their house. I think it's called Dream House. It's like, so in season 4, their house gets infested with termites, I think, or something, and they have to like go live in a hotel, and they're like, oh no, we don't have a house anymore. So they were like, oofy doof, what we gonna do? And so they were like imagining like their dream house, and then the Muppets were there, and they were like all singing, but they weren't all singing, it was just the mom and Teddy. Also, can we talk about how Disney Channel moms are like the best thing in the universe? Especially like back around that era, like the 2010 era. Like the mom on Wizards of Waverly Place, great. She's like, I hate magic, and like that was her personality. And then like starting like late season 3, she was like, camera, ooh, look, I'm young and beautiful, and like it was a whole thing, and I loved it. And then they also basically did that, but like without like the magic thing, because that would make sense in Good Luck Charlie. But to the mom in Good Luck Charlie, where she was just like, I want to be a star. Yes, I am. No, I'm not Teddy's sister. It was really great. I loved the moms on those shows so much because they were just like everything. Nick, were there even moms on Nick? I think Victoria's, I think she did have a mom, but her mom was like so not caring. She was like basically there being all like, kid, okay, bye. And then just like checked out for the rest of the season. Like honestly. And then on iCarly, she didn't have parents or something, I don't remember. So like Nick, they didn't really have moms, but like on Disney Channel, the moms were the best. I also loved the mom on Dog with a Blog. I loved her so much. She was not like one of those people, but she was still a great character. She was such an underused character too. Just like out of the family, usually the moms are like the least in the show, are like the people least in the show out of like the main family. On Wizards of Waverly Place, I think the mom was in the least amount of episodes from any character in the theme song. And then in Good Luck Charlie, she wasn't. I think nah, because she was in like every episode except for like a few where they were like, nah, she gone. Um, but yeah. Also, I was like, where did their mom go on Wizards of Waverly Place? Because like she worked at the sandwich shop, so like, but like she didn't own the sandwich shop. So they were all like, she's on a business trip. And I'm like, what business trip? Like, why isn't the dad going on these business trips instead of her? I don't know. Someone please explain it to me because I don't understand. Trying to think what other great moms there were. There was no mom in Hannah Montana because she was dead. The mom in Shake It Up was like never there. She worked as like a policewoman or something, and she was just like never there. It was weird. Shake It Up was such a weird show, but I loved it so much. But like looking back on it, it was really dumb, and I don't know why I liked it. But I used to love Disney XD, and recently on Disney Plus, I started watching Crash and Bernstein again. If you don't guys don't know that show, if you didn't watch it when you were little, it's garbage. But if you watched it and now you're all like nostalgia, you're like this is amazing. But I loved Disney XD so much because Disney XD, all of like the main characters were always guys, and so I liked it so much better. I loved Kicking It. I loved Lab Rats. I loved Crash and Bernstein. I loved Pair of Kings. There was another one. What was it? I did not like Zeke and Luther. Zeke and Luther could go like burned in a garbage fire or something. It was really bad. It was like Pickle and Peanut, but like more. It made more sense, and it wasn't animated, and the characters were dumber. Everyone's like, how could that be possible? But it was. They were like skateboarded or something. It was really dumb. Like I did not like the show, and I was like 8, and I was like, this is garbage. But Kick Buttowski definitely reigned above them all. I loved Kick Buttowski. All the episodes were like 90% skateboarding and fart jokes, but like I didn't care. I was like 9. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. The little main character guy, Kick Buttowski, he's so adorable, and his friend was so stupid, and I hated him. The friend was like my least favorite character. Every scene he wasn't in was so much better. I'm telling you right now. Like, but I loved that show. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to wrap it up here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for what I should do next, please comment them below, and you'll definitely see them within the next couple weeks. And be sure to stay tuned for Tuesday's video because I really enjoyed making it. See y'all next time. Bye!